What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. Folks, we got ourselves some good news, some really good news. So for a lot of you guys who were wondering yesterday what the confusion was regarding clearing the top 1,000, 3,000, 6,000, well, Netmarble finally saw our videos, and hell, kind of works sometimes when your content creators are, sending a message out, and they decided to come back with some notes. So here's the notes. Hunters confirmed as unauthorized program usage will exclude it from receiving the first server clear, right? So we know that already. Hunters progress confirmed to have been completed by others on behalf of maybe excluded as well. The event may end early once 6,000 hunters have hit the Volterra hard mode. Rewards will be distributed after the event ends. Event schedule and details are subject to change, and any changes will be announced through this notice. And then lastly, very big bold letters. Bold letters. Participation in the Workshop of Brilliant Light Volterra Hard Clear event is complete once clearing Sanjanu mode. That's the important part we wanted to hear. Now, I said all along from the beginning that's what I thought it was going to be, but when the customer service rep came back and said otherwise to another one of our community members, well, it caused the confusion, and this is good. This is what we need. We need clarity when something like this drops because, number one, time sensitive. Number two, time zones make a massive difference. And number three, we just need this kind of clarity so we know what we're going up against. A lot of folks are relieved. Some are upset. Some are upset. I know some whales are upset about this. But hey, you know what, guys? If a free-to-play player can finish top 3,000 or top 1,000 by being Sanjanu, they deserve it. They worked hard, right? But at the end of the day, this is definitely a whale mode. Now, before we go any further, guys, I want to remind everybody, content creator program going on. 2K Essence Stones is available now, guys. Click that button, get yourself in. It's free. I send you 2K Essence Stones. You use it. I have 2 more codes coming on the way as well, too, so don't forget that. So that is going to be a big deal. Now, the November update itself, guys, didn't have too much going for it in regards to gameplay content. Yes, there's WOBL hard mode. Really, that's the big one, obviously, that released, right? I'm still currently working on top 3,000 on my free-to-play. I'm just working on getting some things completed first. But there are some things they did actually adjust in the season that makes it a little bit more worthwhile, and I want to go over some of those features. All right, so number one, I don't know if it's me, I'm starting to notice this happen more often, every few days at least. So I think this is maybe a normal thing. 47 hours to get this done, but we're getting a lot more waves. Speaking of waves, now we can actually craft them. So for those who are wondering how do you get your shadow army up really quick, well, that's the best way to do it. And you guys can see they've also added memory now in regards to what we picked last time. So if I choose this time, next time I go around to do this again, it's going to choose that the next time going forward. See what I mean? Like there. So it's really cool that they've added this feature because I've always had to go in and constantly change every single one of these every time because it would choose this, right? So this is not a bad option once in a while if you have enough crafting material to switch it. But the section, the enforcer section, has become a much more intuitive and makes life a little bit easier now that they're actually following the steps that we took. So see, I'm going to go with this one for that, and then one more here. It's probably going to choose that again. In this case, we're going to go these. Okay, so good on them for that one. Now, like I said, speaking of shadow enforcer or shadow waves, you can now craft them, right? So right over here, you guys can see there is an ability to craft these. Very important, guys, to get as many of these as you can under your belt, because it is going to be a big deal the moment you start going up past 155, because this is the only way you can go past 155. If you don't do this, you are going to be stuck. So for those who are wondering what's the best way to do this, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Sorry, guys, I'm old. So make sure you guys get that done. Now, it is very intuitive and important for you guys to make sure you get as many advanced mana crystals as you can and use this going forward. Now, with this being said, 2 things become more important again. Before, we were having plenty of shadow energy and plenty of the traces of shadows. Now you're going to have to go back to actually farming these again, because once you start using them, it's going to go super quick. Okay, guys? So make sure you are out there getting as much shadow waves as you can. Your shadows are going to be your best form of power by far. There's nothing that comes even remotely close, and this is actually why I'm stuck. My shadows aren't just up there. Plus, I'm kind of lacking a little bit of units here and there, but I'm going to push for that top 3K and top 6K as much as I can. Hopefully on the free-to-play and get it accomplished. Biggest regret here for me is honestly the fact that it starts off with hunters first, and I think that kind of screwed me a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's okay. We're going to do our best to get it done anyways. I just need to get a little bit more power to move on from there. Okay, so that's very important, guys. Make sure you do this. Now, advanced mana crystals, of course, through gates, right? So for those who stop getting keys for gates, this might be a good time again to start rebuying those keys and start getting yourself more, right? The more of this you get, the better it is, the more power you'll gain, and then the easier it'll become to finish this content. All right, so very important. So yeah, you can now craft that. Speaking of crafting, a couple new things were added as well too for crafting. They have added these little features, and people are wondering what these are. What are these? Holy Orb of Amplification. So this actually is, guys, you guys can see there's the Hunters, and then there's the Sunjanus, right? So this is actually to advance your weapons. That's right. So you know how you get dupes of weapons? Well, this is the ability now to go ahead and advance these using a water weapon, wind weapon, dark weapon, etc. Now, the importance here of this is the fact that you can do it for hunters, and specifically for collab hunters who you may have missed out on. Now, these are going to be a little bit more difficult to get. So in order to get these, if we move there right now, you guys can see it's under weapon material, right? We're actually not under weapon material. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see if I can find these. Where are these actually? It says exchange, so I'm like, they got to be here somewhere, right? 2 seconds. Let's see if we can find this. Where did they put this? Battlefield of Time, I'm assuming? Nope, not even there. So it's not, has it not been added yet? It looks like it hasn't been added yet, guys. So let's go back for a second to the bundle. Crafting. Did I miss this? Because I thought I knew where to get these from. Right here. Orb shop. Go to the weapon materials exchange tab. Yeah, I feel like they just don't have it yet. Or am I missing something here? Okay, so I think this is something they're going to add. So it's going to be falling under this tab. Hasn't been added yet. Maybe it's the next feature. Maybe it's the next reset, right? We will have to see. But this is where it's going to happen. So start melting anything you don't need. Start melting it, guys. You're going to need these fragments in order to get them up. Again, if you have collab units and you've been using these collab units without their full A10 weapons, this is the best way to do it. So don't worry about it. They promised us they're going to be able to do this. Now they give us the opportunity. Plus, if you have excessive amount of tickets and there's a weapon you want to advance, instead of summoning for it, you can also do it with Sunjanu, the same thing here, but he requires gold tickets. So this is now where simulation comes into play even more, and you're going to definitely want to do more simulation stuff around the way just to get it all done. So guys, make sure you push that content and get that through, and don't forget your armory. Armory does make a big difference as well. You can see my armory is only at 300k. I need to push that more, but this is all going to come down to getting yourself more material through the gates. In this case, specifically the advanced mana crystals. See the lower tier ones? You got to get advanced ones, right? That's what's going to make the big difference there. Don't forget also, guys, skills also make a big difference. So amplification will really help you with power and getting yourself ready. Now, like I said, for me personally, I'm currently stuck at doing the hunter mode. I'm going to try to finish this today and see if I can. And if I can finish it, I'll definitely give you guys a guide to show you what I did. They have lowered the power a little bit. Let's see, we're at 2918 right now. If I look at my hunters, we look at where we're at. Yeah, so we're at 2918. I'm still a little low, right? That's kind of the problem. So we're going to see if we can advance further. I'm going to push some more of my cores up to 20s. That'll give me a little bit more power, hopefully enough to limit break. And you can see I'm missing a couple things here. And we can hopefully, you know, get enough here to complete this. Water is probably your best bet. Unless you have Laura, then you want to use the light team. Light team is actually pretty good, at least on this fight. And for me, honestly, like I could use dark, but my dark's just not good enough yet. So we're going to go ahead and try this team out again and see if we complete it. So there you guys go. Couple of features that came out. I think it's worth it, guys. Also, I'm going to be playing Bleach, so I'm going to be covering Bleach. We did a full live stream on that yesterday, so make sure you go check that out. And again, guys, remember, Christopher Reed comes out next month, and then we have Igris coming out, the What If Igris version coming out in January. So there's a lot to come as well, too. Not to mention Rock Pass's brand new WOBL. So if you miss out on the top 3K, 6K here, don't stress, guys. It's not the end of the world. There's going to be another one coming. Just get yourself prepared for the next one, and hopefully you guys will be able to get it done. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, notifications on. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.